All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. For some of you, Fridays are the best, but for me, Fridays aren't my favorite day of the week. I love trading is my passion, so when Friday comes, I don't mind, kicking it back and relaxing over the weekends, but Mondays are my favorite day. But here we are, it's Friday, and looking a little slow. Looking a little slow here. You're going through these top gainers, these top gappers. MDR here. Went on a nice bounce yesterday, doing some good volume pre-market, and it gapped up a bit this morning. So we'll see. This one will be in play. Good volume, has good range for this high-end float, but not something I typically play. Float this high, but definitely one we'll be watching. Keeping an eye on today. CRC, a little bit out of range here, a $12 play with a nice little gap this morning. ASTC, this one's a little interesting. This one was a former runner. Hasn't really done anything in a while. Hasn't really gotten serious volume in a while. So far, it's only done 150K volume this morning, so it's gonna need a lot more volume for this one to be in play for us. But just looking back in the past, it has gone on some rips, has gone on some runs in the past. So it's not one we could sleep on. Other than that, MTP, just a new gapper here. Gotta check if this one has any sort of news on it, but this one's known to go on some fades on MTP if I remember correctly. Had a nice day here. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, we'll check it out. See if there's any news, anything going on with MTP. 1.5 million in float. It's a very low float there. Other than that, yeah, it's really it. I don't really have a watch this morning because there's nothing I like, so I don't really have anything I'm watching. There's plays I'll keep on watch, and we'll commentate it, we'll go over it. Eros, we'll be watching this one again today. Went on a sick rip yesterday. We banked on this one yesterday, most of us, and you'll be seeing what it does, today over on Eros. Could also look for some sort of swing trade today. If things are also slow, maybe I could get Dennis on the mic. Dennis could maybe ask some questions. We could chat with Dennis if he's here. So we'll make the most out of our time. I don't want to bore you guys to death if it's super slow. We'll try to make the most of our time here. Maybe I'll answer a lot of questions today, but we'll definitely make the stream educational and fun like we always try to do. See Gush moving up a little bit here. It's an oil and gas play there, so it's going to go off that sector. Yeah, so we'll see if we get anything. Hopefully we get something going. Sometimes Friday's like a big hit or miss day. From my experience, either Friday will be super slow, or will be super hot. It's weird. So we'll see if we get anything moving today. TRNX. TRNX has a little bit of a gap there. A little bit of a gap here. 16 million in float. Another one. We'll see if it gets any momentum towards it. But just nothing I'm in love with this morning. I did like T2. I should have thought about the swing idea. Day one on it. Now it's kind of a little bit up too much here for me, but I'm trying to see what level you want to play off of, maybe the 250 level. But this thing has been nice holding its gains really well. On T2. LXRX still holding up as well. You can see these high institutional plays, some of them hold their gains pretty well, much better than, plays that don't have a high institutional ownership. Check out some scanners. HUNT. Remember this one. I'll find some shorts off this scanner, like the top weekly gainers, see what's up a lot. You can see how much it's been up the past 5 days. It's a cool scanner. I just play around with this thing. SMB pre-market analysis. These are what the SMB guys are watching. Pretty cool scan. They're playing Overstock, SPI, I. ATTO for a swing. Let me check it out. Yeah, SMB is a great YouTube channel. I love watching their videos. Same with 7 Points Capital. Always good to learn from guys who trade professionally. Professional prop firm. All credible traders. It's good to learn from the top guys in the business. ATTO, good eye. This is a nice looking chart here on ATTO. Good looking chart. Would have been nicer at that $3 mark. Float 24 million, institutional ownership 92%. Great find there on ATTO. Very nice. Could definitely watch this one. Maybe back towards the dip, maybe that $3 mark for a push. It's gonna have some $4 resistance. So I'd probably say like that $4 mark could be a target. So definitely write that one down. I don't really, like Salty just said, I don't trade off the scanners. I use them as a guide, to help me find plays, but then, it's up to you to decide if take the trade or not. And Salty, yeah, ATTO, not a day trade. It'll be more of a swing trade, just based off the technical chart. So it's a little bit different when you're looking for swing trades, at least for me. Not all of them need, serious volume. Yeah, Dennis isn't answering, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be coming on today on the mic. I'm not sure if Dennis is gonna be coming on. I guess he woke up, saw the gappers, and went back to bed. Yeah, if I wasn't streaming, nah, I don't miss any days, but something like something like today maybe. This is a good one. TTS forming an ascending triangle pattern here. Could ever break over that $3 mark. Could enter this gap for a possible swing. TTS 37 million in float, 80% held by insiders, and almost 20% short float. So TTS is one I'm possibly watching for a swing. Had a strong close too yesterday. So let me see. Yep. So you have TTS here. You guys see forming this ascending triangle pattern, building some higher lows. Just got to get over that $3 mark. And we do have some room to run up here to this 370 mark. So this is one play I'm watching. Went over the stats. Stats look pretty good. That's the wrong play. Stats look pretty good on it. 37 million, 80% held by insiders, almost 20% short float. Nice chart setup here with some room to run the 370. So this is one I'll be keeping an eye on TTS. For a swing trade, remember, different than a day trade. As far as any day trades this morning, we'll be watching ASTC, MDR here, starting to come back on up. So we'll be keeping MDR back on watch. See the tape, level 2 looks much different. See the bid side looking much stronger now than it did before. Look pretty dead around here at this 280 mark, but now looks like it's starting to come back to life here on MDR. I check stats on Yahoo Finance, FinViz, and Trade Ideas. So those are my three main sources for checking stats. The cheapest way to get level two. I mean, you're probably gonna have to throw a few bucks into, a broker, and they'll give you some level two access. I'm not sure if there's any free sources for level two. I mean, each trade the minimum is $500. So, I mean, if you could, throw in $500, you'll get level two access for each trade. I think TD Ameritrade's also $500, but their level two is not the best on TD Ameritrade. But someone else may be able to help you with that too. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. TD Ameritrade. Yeah, TD Ameritrade does have free level two, but not the best level two, but it is level two. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I never really liked their level two. I mean, some people say that they like it, some people don't. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't really love their level two, but hey, it is free level two, so better than nothing. Yep, Mark's about to open in a minute, so make sure you guys are taking good setups. Make sure you guys aren't giving in the FOMO. And there's nothing wrong with sitting on the sideline, just watching and learning, on a day like this. So everyone trade safe and trade smart. Throw another level two up. Yeah, OPHC. This is an interesting one. Big time former runner. Chart looks just pretty liquid here, but this one has gone nice rips in the past. Did have news this morning on OPHC, so we could see this one get pumped. Alright, we throw up another level two, but market is open. Are open here. Pretty big order right out of the gates there on TTS. 59 K block order there on TTS. That was that swing trade. TRNX here. I can't even see the chart, but I do remember this one going on a lot of fades, if I remember correctly, on TRNX. So yeah, let's see. I was talking this morning about it on MDR. This is 100 million float stock, actually closer to 200 million in float stock, but the volume it does is crazy. It does huge amount of volume, so it will move, but it's gonna trade more like a Snapchat if it had earnings, or it's gonna trade more like a blue chip stock. You can see how big the orders is, big the orders are in level two here. A little bit thicker, more thickly traded, but still moves because it does crazy volume. I was looking at yesterday. It was doing huge volume. Let me just go back quick. You see, it doing like 1 million bars on MDR. Yep, the bottom level 2 is ACST. So ACST at the bottom level 2, MDR at the top level 2. See, we kind of bounced at this pre-market pivot too, at this 220 mark. Bounce there too. So let me draw a line there. More at this like just 220 mark. This is where it bounced originally pre-market. See if we base here into 230s. ACST dumping on off there. Good morning, Robin. TRNX, a little bit of a pop. We could throw that on the bottom level 2 here. Over on TRNX. So far, right out of the gates on MDR. So far, a lot of selling out of the gates. So TRNX here is going to have some overhead resistance on the looking at the daily chart here. So we have some overhead resistance here, and we have some overhead resistance here. So we have some $3 resistance, and then we'll have some more resistance here, the upper $3 region and the $4 region over on TRNX. This is not a micro float either. Not a micro float here. The float right around 16 million on TRNX. But definitely this is where traders are at the moment. Over on TRNX and MDR. So these are the top 2 plays you want to be focusing on this morning so far. Let's see how MTP's looking. That's another one I want to keep an eye on. MTP, light volume, nothing there. So just looking back at some of the days on TRNX here, just so I could get a little bit of a clue what it's done on high volume days. You know, what was the high, what was the low. So looking at history on TRNX, you could see open 285, high day 330, and it closed at 198, so close way below the open there. TRNX here opened $2, ran a nice $2, and then it closed kind of near the high. So this is one. There's TTS. There's TTS slowly getting some volume there over on TTS. And we talked about this one pre-market, and there was a pretty big, large block order out of the gates there. Alright, there's TRNX dumping there. 255. MTP. MTP did have some news. MDR trying to curl. MDR trying to curl. Guys, I did pick up some TTS too at this 315 mark. Did pick up some TTS here for a little bit of a swing trade. Do like the daily chart here. 4 minutes ascending triangle pattern. You're getting over this $3 mark with a nice gap to fill that 370 mark. So I did pick up some. Nothing crazy on TTS. Just a small little swing. $370 is kind of that gap fill mark. See, we have no resistance here up until this 370 mark on TTS. So that's what I mean by that 370 mark. Alright, let's see. MTP here. So let's keep an eye on MTP here. Says a micro float. And MDR slowly starting to curl on up too. MDR slowly starting to curl on up. This could be interesting if we could reclaim this 250 mark on MDR. Here's MTP, slowly moving on up. Still the volume's light on it, still light volume, but it does have news and it is a micro float. Alright, Casper, enjoy the weekend. See you back here on Monday. There's MDR. MDR over 250 now. MDR over 250 is an interesting level right here. Kind of at that red to green area from the open. This is where we could see it start to push on MDR at this 250 level. Let's see if it holds this 250 level. Yeah, MDR it trades like a bigger stock, but look at the volume on it though. Huge volume bars it's doing on MDR, so it does have some nice range for a a high float. Really liquid stock too. You can load up some size in this one with ease. Georgiana to 244. Good morning, George. So still holding above this 250 level in MDR. So going for the highs here. 262 is that higher day. Is there a flag pattern happening with TRNX? Not really seeing a bull flag. Maybe you could see a little bit of a bear flag there. Big red candle down, now consolidating sideways. There's MDR, new highs, 267. So nice play there on an MDR if anyone took that over that 250 level. That 250 reclaim was a big mark right there. Now it looks like it is squeezing now. That's what I was telling you guys. Bigger float, but the volume is there for a bigger float. So it's gonna move. So I see a few guys are in MDR. So not a bad opportunity here on MDR this morning. Not bad at all. See if you can get up to that $3 mark, and we got to around that area in pre-market, and we'll see if we get there now. Yeah, I'd probably say like 280s, 290s. If I took this trade, probably would have got in like 250. If like a 239 stop, so risking like 10, 11 cents. And the target would have been like, this 280 mark coming on up on MDR. Had I know TTS was a swing setup, just the volume, it's not enough volume for a day trade. It's more of a technical breakout. Something that would be a day trader would be, something with good, high liquid volume like an MDR or a even like a TRNX. These are more, day trading setups. There's OPHC, as I mentioned this morning on OPHC. This one did have news. This is a big time former runner on OPHC. Usually has very large spreads. You can see big spreads there. Look how big the spreads are here on OPHC. It's massive spreads. That's a scary play to get into on OPHC. But when this one catches like good volume, this thing is a beast. Had a big winner on this a few years ago. Yeah, it was back on this day, back in like 2017. Opened up at 280, ran to almost 14 bucks on OPHC. We'll see if MDR could find some support at 250. OPHC continuing to hit up some new highs there. This thing halted on OPHC. Nope, still good. That's a good question, Ricky. I was actually thinking of that too. I think it's birds, because I think it's birds. You don't really hear crickets in the daytime. Yeah, OPHC is this could be one of those pumps that could go crazy on OPHC. It's one of these pumps that could go crazy. But we'll see here on OPHC. MDR back over 260. Yeah, OPHC, interesting price action here in OPHC. It's scary to get in, but at the same time, this thing could really go nuts on OPHC. Each dip's being bought up too on OPHC. See these wicks, a lot of buying wicks on each dip. Did have news yesterday too on OPHC. Someone sent me the article, so there's some news there. It's a real scary play though on OPHC. It's real scary. If you are getting in, I would say very small size on it. Still consider it like a lotto play on OPHC. Yeah, MDR building a base over 250. Did hold that level nicely. TRNX also trying to climb back up. Let me just check out the Discord chat, see what's going on. For anyone new watching the stream, we do have a Discord chat. Links down below in the description, or there's a link there. The Nightbot did post a link there to our Discord chat, and also we do this every day. Monday through Friday. Scanners go up right around like 8:40ish, and we go to about 10:30, 11, each and every day. There's OPHC giving back its gains here. I'd like to see it hold that. You'd like to see it hold that $4 mark on OPHC. Below that, it's probably done. Too bad we couldn't get Dennis on today. Try to get him on next week. It looks like OPHC's halted now to the downside. I don't know if that was a excuse me, sorry. Throat's a little. Just grab a quick drink of water. Hopefully that was a volatility hold, if anyone was in that. Didn't really seem like a 10% decline there on OPHC. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Meester. I don't know if that was a volatility halt. Was a little bit of a strange halt there. Yeah, hopefully it was. If you guys are in, you can check. You go to NASDAQ trading halts. And usually they will post the reason why. So yep, 10:02. This was a volatility halt. LUDP is a volatility halt. Never want to see that. T12s are the worst. And I think T1's halted pending news, I believe. ZKN, nice uptrend here. Hit some $2 resistance. You see that was prior day resistance, so always look left. Look left here, a lot of resistance. Had a big pullback here. Now it's holding the 200 MA. It's gonna have some support here at this 140 line. So it's basing off the 200-day moving average, and it's gonna have some like 140 support here on ZKN. For this thing to move on up, you want to see a consolidate base, build some higher lows for a possible reversal. TRNX, let's see, TRNX. Trying to make a reversal here. Let's see how it reacts around VWAP. Yeah, OPHC, most likely after volatility halts, we do have a big gap down. I mean, that was a weird one, so I don't really know, to be honest, what's gonna happen after that one. If I would have to make a guess, I'd probably say it's gonna probably open at the same level, have a drop, probably go sub 4. Thanks, George. Enjoy your weekend. So it doesn't really look like I'm gonna be getting into any trades today. No day trades today. It doesn't really look like it. It is 10:05. Not seeing anything. I'm liking. Even from this morning, I kind of got the. You kind of know. In pre-market if you're gonna be trading most of the time, unless something hits the scanners that just blows you out of the the water. And I didn't see anything like that this morning. OPHC was an interesting pump. News was a pump, but I did say this one did have some potential to be a really good pump, but doesn't look like it. And besides that, I saw TRNX. Wasn't too interested in it. It could have looked maybe on the short side, but just didn't want to get into it on TRNX. MTP, another one trying to curl an MTP. You can give it a look on MTP. But yeah, I didn't see anything I liked this morning. A bike ride. Haven't been on a bike ride in a while. Do have a bike, but haven't took it out in a while. I know Alex, my trading partner, he loves biking. He goes on a lot of bike tours in the city. Oh, cool, nice. You go on bike rides in the city also? In New York City, right? Nice. You should get in touch with Alex, I know he loves doing those bike tours. Nelson, yeah, I want to see where TTS closes. Obviously, if it starts dumping on off, like, gets below like 290, I'll probably cut it. But I want to see where this closes. I want to see this close above $3. I want to see it close into that gap to continue to swing this. Uh, yeah, Alex, he lives in my town. I'm out of Long Island, New York. Yep, and he lives in the same town as me. We grew up together. Right now, Alex is actually streaming too. He streams options. So if you go on our channel and hit the channels tab, Alex will be there streaming. Yeah, if you guys are ever looking for another live stream after I wrap it up, go over to Alex's channel. Go show him some love, learn some options. Wow, that's crazy. Few guys out of here. Rob, you're from Suffolk. Nice. My cousin's out there in Suffolk. Oh, you're out of Huntington. Wow, so we got a lot of Long Island, New York people up here. That's really cool. Catch you later, Swan's End. So yeah, guys, probably same here on my end. I'll probably wrap it up early today too. Fridays usually wrap it up. We usually wrap it up early on Fridays. Probably give it like another 20 minutes, 20 minutes ish, and we'll be doing another giveaway next week. So doing a giveaway probably next Wednesday or Thursday. So make sure you guys are here for that. Next week. The chart's pretty beat here in MNK. Pretty beat chart here. I like the institutional ownership. Really like that short float, 67%. Float's a little bit on the higher side. Chart's pretty beat there, so it's gonna have to start the reverse a little bit, put in some higher lows before I could prove to myself to look for a swing. But liking the volume on the day too, it's doing some good volume on MNK. Does look like it has a news catalyst also. Yeah, me sir. It's been a little bit of a slower week. I did mention that earlier in the week we may see a slow week or two because we did just come off a really hot streak for penny stocks. August was actually really hot, and so far September's been okay. It hasn't been bad, hasn't been good. So hopefully things turn around October. October's right around the corner. Fall's right around the corner too, which is usually a very hot time for penny stock trading. But like I say, the fall and the winter are the best times to be trading. So hopefully we have another hot fall this year. The spring's usually spring's usually decent. Usually we'll have like a hot month, slow month, a hot month, a slow month. Usually that's how it works in the spring. Uh, Usually we'll have like one really hot month in the spring. Then we'll go through a slow period and then a hot period. So that's how it usually works in the spring. Spring's usually on and off. Summer is always slow. Usually we'll have this really slow June, July, and August. But this August happened to be really hot, which was a good sign. And now September is kind of decent. It's not bad, not good. September. I think a lot of people kind of feel the same way. Yeah, October, November are great for shippers. The past 2 years, I've killed it on shippers, so I'll probably be looking to invest in some probably next month. Maybe the beginning of October, I'll look to invest in some shippers. Yeah, I mentioned yesterday on the stream I had my biggest trading win of all time on DCIX 2 years ago. I made 30 grand 2 years ago on DCIX. Last year I made around 25,000 on the shippers. I swung GLBS and I swung PXX and EC last year, and I did live stream that too. I actually did have a live stream making the cash live on stream on that swing trade. So that was pretty cool. That was when velocity trading just started. Like last we started last August, so it was like a month or two in. So when we first started the velocity channel. Jason, by no means I'm a millionaire trader. I don't want anyone to think that. It was like low six figures. It was nothing crazy. I mean, like I know some of you guys think, I'm making half a mil a year. No, not even close. It's low six figures. Hopefully one day, cross the million mark. Kind of stocks I look at in the fall and winter. Look for low floats. Those are my bread and butter. Love trading low floats. Usually we see the China names. December usually see the China names go crazy. I'm not sure why, but the last few years, we saw just day after day a Chinese stock just go up hundreds of percent. And then as I said, we see the shippers in October and November. Then we see like December, January, like the China names. And it's crazy. We see like every single China name go. I have a whole list of every single low flow Chinese stock. And usually when that time comes, I like to invest in them early too. So get excited. We'll be doing these live streams throughout the fall and winter, and we're gonna bank together. I'm really excited. I can't wait till fall and winter. Awesome. I like sweatshirt season too, sweatshirt short season. Basketball starts. I'm a big basketball guy, so really excited for the fall and winter. Nah, I mean, I did a little bit in August. August, I scaled up a few trades that went really big. Kind of max share size for those particular setups. But recently, I'm kind of on average share size. Around like the 4,000 share mark, around there, 4,000 shares. Kind of my average. Look at TRNX. TRNX getting crushed. Yeah, big season for you Lakers. Big season for your Lakers. You guys really gambled your whole future on LeBron and AD. Totally understandable why. But you guys have a short window to win, so hopefully you guys can get another ring. This year and next year. Hopefully you could lock up AD too. I know he's on his last year of his contract. Sadly, I'm a Knicks fan, diehard Knicks fan, but it's been a big struggle. Watching them, but I enjoy watching it. Sounds weird, but that's just how it is. It's a struggle to watch them, but deep down, I do get excited for each season. But as it goes on, it gets a little painful. Bike, yeah. Yeah, that's why you always gotta have a stop in mind. You always gotta have a stop loss. Something like this could always happen on penny stocks. It could just keep going lower and lower and lower. So that's why first thing you want to do when you enter a trade is have a stop loss in mind and have an exit target in mind. Yeah, yeah. You guys finally got a ring. Finally got a championship there in Toronto. I know Dennis was hyped too when I was talking to him. Dennis is out of Canada too. And yeah, I know it was a struggle for you guys. I mean, you had DeRozan, you had Lowry, but could never get over the hump of LeBron. Yeah, you had Andre Bargnani too, but you guys gave him to us. Gave him to us, and he didn't really do much. But yeah, really happy for you guys in Canada. You finally got your ring. Hopefully, in my lifetime, I see a Knicks championship. Yeah, as soon as LeBron left, you guys got your ring. That's sick. Yeah, Ujiri is probably one of the best GMs in basketball. Yeah, as long as he's there, you guys should be good. Just gotta rebuild back on up. Oh, you grew up in the '70s, Nick. That's awesome. So I'm assuming you saw the championship back in the day. That's sick. Yeah, I hope the Knicks get back to to being competitive again. Really do. Yeah, I'm not a yeah most New Yorkers don't like Phil Jackson. He just crushed our team. Phil Jackson. He made us trade. He made us run the stupid triangle offense. An outdated system that doesn't work anymore. Just made poor decisions. Gave Jakeem Noah one of the worst contracts in basketball. Uh, Poor draft picks. I mean, he did draft Porzingis, but he was a good player. But just had a lot of issues off the court. I still don't think he was built for New York. Porzingis drafted Frank, who didn't really do much. So yeah, we don't really like Phil Jackson. He just didn't do anything good for us. As the president of the Knicks. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that. We're still playing. We're still paying Jakeem Noah. Ridiculous. We're still playing that guy. Yeah, it's got to be one of the worst contracts in basketball. But alright, yeah, it's 10:25 right now. See, we're getting pretty off topic here. Obviously, I don't mind chatting it up. Talking about other things other than trading when it's slow. But probably gonna wrap up the stream in another 5 minutes or so, 5 6 minutes. So any last questions you guys could ask or anything else you guys want to talk about? Basketball, sports, whatever it may be. I don't mind. Mental hearts up. That's a good question. I would say you really got to know what type of trader you are. You know, some people just don't have like the willpower to stop out when it hits your entry. Some people are really don't want to lose money, and they'll stop out immediately, or they'll even stop out before their stop even hits. So you kind of classify what type of trader you are. If you think you're maybe will hold lower than your stop, or let's say you had a trade where you let go longer than your stop. Maybe if you had one of those trades where you became a bag holder on a certain trade, I would say go with the manual stop loss. Throw it in there. But if you see yourself as a type of trader that I'll always cut it. I haven't really had any slip ups. Becoming a bag holder and holding lower than my stop. Maybe I did once or twice, but I learned from that experience of taking the big painful loss, and I won't do it again. If you're that type of trader, then I would say go with the mental. But if you're not, I would say go manual. But always at first, I would say just go manual at first because you know you don't really know what type of trader you are maybe right away. Who do I think's winning this year? This year I'm excited for this year of basketball. It's so interesting. We finally don't have the overpowered Warriors this year, so it's gonna be an interesting year. Uh, if I, if, It's tough. It's really tough. If I had to give, if I have to pick a team, I'd probably say the Rockets. I'm gonna go with the Rockets. I think the Rockets take it this year. Each year they run into the Warriors and they lose to the Warriors, and I think this year they're gonna get through the West. The Clippers are a new team. How we don't know how it's gonna work with Kawhi and Paul George. Same with the Lakers. We don't know how it's gonna work with LeBron and AD. And Harden and Russ, they played before in OKC, and that team's been together for a few years with D'Antoni, and I think they're gonna have the best odds to make it out of the West, and then no one's gonna challenge them in the East. So I'm going with the Rockets. Yeah, I think out of the East, I think Philly gets out of the East. I think either Philly or I can't even say the Bucks. I'd probably say Philly gets out of it in the East, and it's gonna be Philly Houston. That's my predictions. I'll probably be betting on that too. Let's see. Really interested in day trading on your days off on Friday. What should I look for? Best advice. Um, you know, it's a little tough. Being here one day out of the week. It's gonna be a little bit tougher. I would probably say, before even jumping in right away, just learn. I'm not sure what your experience level is, day trading or just experience in the markets, but I'd probably say, learn a little bit first. Learn some strategies, and maybe even watch some of the past live streams and see the market each day, get a feel for the market, get a feel for certain gappers, what to look for in the gappers. Are you gonna be looking for long, looking for shorts? So it's kind of hard without knowing your experience level, what to do. But definitely trading one day a week is a little bit challenging. I'm not saying it can't be done. It definitely can, but it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. So I would definitely be keeping up to date each and every day of the market. So when Friday comes, you know what happened on Thursday, you know what happened on Wednesday, and you know what the market conditions are. Alright, I'll answer these last few questions I got here, and then I'm gonna wrap it on up. Hope everyone enjoyed the live stream today. Yeah, House of Stocks. If you have difficulties with the mental stops, and 100% you should be using manual stops. Victor, AKRX bull flag on the breakout in the daily. Definitely look that out. I definitely look that up. Minimum you should be trading with. I recommend at least starting with like $2,500 if you can. I'm sure everyone you could work a summer job or a job and build up $2,500 to start off with. I even 2,000 is not bad. I would say a minimum 2,000 to start off with if you're getting into penny stocks. I know options are different. Options you can start off with lower and build that up. But for penny stocks, I would say 2,000 to 2,500 is a good minimum to start off with. I started off with 4,000. Actually, my first account was 500, but I did blow that up. I actually built that 500 to 2,000, then I blew up to 2,000. But that was really early on when I was trading like pink sheets and OTC. And then my second account, I saved up money from sports betting and working at my beach club job. And then I put in my 4,000 on my main account, and I grew that up. Saying dark horse winner 76ers. I could definitely see the 76ers. I definitely think it's going to be Houston 76ers. That's definitely my prediction for this year. I'm going to ride with that. All right, I'll answer these last questions here, and then I see a lot of people are hopping off. It's a Friday. It's slow. I'm going to end it up early today, too. Just going to be holding on to my TTS swing. Let's see. PAHC for a swing. Not bad. Not a bad looking chart here. It's gonna have to get over this $23 mark on PHC. I like this gap to fill here with room to run up to $27. Is a little bit higher at $22, but nothing wrong with that. Check out the float and the statistics on it. 20 million, high institutional, low short float, a little bit lower in the short float than I usually like, but like that, high institutional. Float's not bad. Daily chart starting to curl a little bit here, but it's got to get over that $23 mark. Ideally, put in another higher low here at 23, and then get this reversal on up on PHC, PAHC, excuse me, to fill this gap. Look into the company a little bit more, see if they have any forward-looking news, or see if they have anything upcoming too, before you enter the trade. All right, a few more questions, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's see. TTS going to be a good swing. I like it for a swing. We'll see what happens. I want to see it close into the gap. I want to see it close over $3. Ideally, have a strong close, which would be nice. I'm going to answer these last. Actually, I think that's it. Let me see. Thanks for the words of wisdom. Thank you. I really appreciate all you guys supporting this channel every day. It means a lot to me. Yeah, sports betting. I do like sports betting a lot. I've been doing it for a few years. But I keep it under control. I really control it. I think stock trading and my discipline in stock trading really carried over to my betting. Where I'm a smart bettor. I don't go crazy. I have good risk when I'm betting. I do have money to bet a lot, but I don't. So I think a lot of my stock trading discipline carried over to my sports betting. Yeah. Wolf of Wall Street, yeah, 100%. Wolf of Wall Street, hands down the best stock-related movie. 100%. Price target for TTS, probably going to look close to that 370 level. Alright. Alright, guys. 10:35. Ran through a lot of these questions here. It's fun talking to you guys. I really enjoy streaming a lot. And I hope you all enjoy your weekend. We'll be back at it again on Monday. If you guys have any questions in Discord, feel free to DM me. I'm down to talk over in Discord. And yeah, it's gonna be it. And also, guys, go show some love to Alex too. Alex is streaming right now too. If you guys are bored, maybe you guys don't got anything else going on, go show Alex some love. Go learn some things over in the options channel. So that being said, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Hope you all enjoy your weekend. And yeah, peace, guys. Take it easy.